Okay, welcome everyone to our Hatha yoga class. My name is Tammy. Our focus is on lower body strength. We'll begin our class on our mat, standing up. When we think of lower body strength, think about drawing from the bottom up. So rooting yourself down into the ground, having a really strong foundation, and it is through your feet. So you can do a little step side to side, and then place your feet down to the ground and feel your feet into the ground. Placing your big toe mound, baby toe mound, and then on each side of the heels into the ground and lifting up through the arches. Relaxing your shoulders, drawing your muscles up from your kneecaps. So drawing up towards your hips, contracting your quadriceps. Draw your tailbone down to the ground. Keep lifting up through the arches of your feet, and then pulling everything into the center midline of your body. So pulling your muscles into your bones. So skin to muscles to bones. Drawing in, and then feel yourself growing taller by attaching the string to the top of your head and lengthening up through the spine. So many things to think about, but we'll work through that as we move through the class. Beginning at the top of your mat, setting yourself up again. Standing up nice and tall. Lifting up to the arches of your feet, engaging your quadriceps. Draw the tailbone down, stand tall. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. And one more time. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, place your hands by the sides. And then turn your palms forward. Standing again, nice and tall in Tadasana. Take a moment here by closing your eyes and doing a head to toe check. Feel yourself strong into the ground through your foundation, through your feet. Opening up your eyes, Sun Salutation A. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway, flat back. Arms can go to the sides. Exhale, fold, and take your hands down to the ground. Step back with the right foot, the left foot. Into a strong plank here. Ankles, knees, hips in line with each other. Jut your body forward. Knees can come down to the ground. Hug your elbows in as you fold into the ground. Uncurl the toes, pubic bone down. Inhale to up dog. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, do that again. Push the tops of your feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Toes down. Alternating knee bends here. And then find stillness. Bend through the knees. Look to your hands. Walk your feet forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Ankles, knees in line with each other. And then release, fold. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, take your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up, another Sun Salutation. Exhale, dive forward. Bend through the knees. Everyone, inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold to plank. Chaturanga. Step back with the right leg, left leg, jutting the body forward, and then fold into the ground. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog, pubic bone down, lengthen through your spine. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Knees bent or legs straight. Bending through the knees, look to your hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Again, another sun salutation. Inhale, draw your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward, bend through the knees, hinge through the hips. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale to plank, chaturanga, jutting the body forward and fold. Hug your elbows into the waist. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bend through the knees, look to your hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, taking your hands to your heart center. Standing up nice and tall again, feeling your foundation. Our next sun salutation, adding on our squat and our lunge. Bringing both of your big toes together. Sun salutation B. Standing up nice and tall, Namaskara B. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead as you sit into your squat. Exhale, coming up and dive forward. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale to plank, chaturanga. Jutting the body forward, your knees can go down and then fold into the ground and curl the toes. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, coming up to a strong lunge, pushing your left heel back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg straight up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step between your hands. Inhale, coming up. Strong lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel your foundation. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, hold. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bending through the knees, look to the hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Big toes come together. Inhale, come up to halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale to squat. Exhale, coming all the way up, and take your arms the opposite way and draw your hands together. One more time. Inhale to squat. Exhale, coming up and dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, jutting the body, float forward as you fold. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift the right leg. Exhale, step between your hands. Strong lunge. Lift your body up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step between your hands. Left leg, and then inhale, coming all the way up, lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, 3 cycles of breath. With your next exhale breath, bend through the knees, lift your hands, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. Big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a squat. Knees don't pass the toes, and exhale, coming all the way up. Draw your arms over the other way, hands together. Good. Okay, bend through the knees, and then step out or do a little jump with your ankles and knees and hips in line with each other. Draw all your muscles in towards the body. I'll turn to face this way, and you can also. So standing up nice and tall. Draw your arms by the sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up, overhead. Exhale, dive forward, and with your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, bending through the knees to help keep your back flat. Inhale, exhale, fold, draw the elbows out, head hangs. Releasing your toes, and then walk your hands forward, flat back. With the exhale breath, lift up strong through your foundation, through your legs. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, coming up nice and strong, and a little back bend. Upper part of your back, lift up. Exhale, release. Okay, one more time. This time, palms under the feet. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, hinge the hips, bend through the knees, and take the palms, place it under the balls of your feet. Your big toes are touching the wrist crease. With your inhale breath, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold, head hangs, elbows out to the sides. Inhale and exhale. Releasing your hands from your feet with a nice inhale breath. Exhale, come up to halfway, strong through the legs. Take your hands onto your hips, halfway lift, and then inhale all the way, coming up, small back bend. Exhale, releasing. Okay, shift through the hips. Coming to the top of your mat again. Bend through the knees and then step back with the right foot. One leg distance between both of your legs, and then take your heel down to the ground. Line your heels up for the front heel with the back arch. Left knee points straight ahead. Straighten the right knee, or the knee is bent. Inhale, sweep your arms up to shoulder height, and then jut the body forward. Exhale, rotate through the body, and then come down to triangle posture, Trikonasana. Take that left hand down to the ground. Rotate through the body, long through the waist. Your gaze, your drishti, forward or turn the head, looking at your thumb. Inhaling, make your way back up, strong through your legs. Exhale, bend to that front knee, hold. Inhale, sweep your right arm up and over, extended side angle. Take that elbow down, lightly rest on your leg or arm coming down. Long through the waist again. Keep lengthening. With the next inhale, make your way back up. Exhale, bend through the knees, step right to meet the left. Shift to the hips. Okay, left leg is going to be stepping back now. I'll turn this way so you can see. Bend through the knees, step straight back with the left leg. One leg distance between your feet. Take the heel down to the ground. Lining up your heels or the front heel with the back arch. Strong through your foundation. Inhale, coming up, legs straight, or the front knee bent. Jutting forward, and then exhale, rotate through the body, turning your body, Trikonasana, triangle posture, long through the waist. Inhaling, make your way back up. Bend through the knees, exhale. Take your arms down and then take your left arm up and over. Rotate through the body. Knee is pointing straight ahead. You can help it by pushing, opening up through the hip. Notice length coming through the sides of your waist. Also notice if you're pinching the mat with your feet. So just let them release and then pressing down into your mat again. Inhale, make your way back up. Exhale, bend through the knees and step left to meet the right. Shift through the hips. Okay, stepping back with the right foot again. And then all the toes are going to point forwards. Your legs can be open quite wide here. Legs straight or knees bent to help keep the back flat. Inhale, draw your heart up towards the sky, small back bend. Rooting yourself down into the ground with your foundation, your feet. And then exhale, fold. Taking your hands down to the ground. So bend the knees to help get down a little bit lower. Now here you might find that you need to open up your legs a little bit more. So with your feet opening up, hands in line with your feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. The goal is to get the top of your head, the crown of your head, down to the ground. Elbows come through the center. So pointing towards the back. Inhaling and release. Walk your hands forward. Exhale, come up to halfway lift. Strong through your foundation. Place your hands onto your hips. Inhale all the way up. Small back bend. Exhale. Release. If you're a little bit too far apart, your legs a little bit too far apart, you can bring them closer together. Taking your hands behind your back, making a nice big arch when we come down to the ground with our arms. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, fold, bend forward, hinge through the hips, bend through the knees, draw your arms up and over, big arch. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, you can place your hands onto your hips halfway, coming up. And then inhale, come up with a strong stance, small back bend. Exhale, release, bend through the knees and step right to meet left. And a little shift. Okay. Warrior 1 and then warrior 2. Bend through the knees, step the right leg straight back, just what we did earlier in that one leg distance. Your heel is going to be up towards the sky for warrior 1, for this one to help square our hips. Draw your arms up with a nice inhale. Exhale, bend through the knee, and then come down. 2 more cycles of breath. And then coming up, take your heel down to the ground, line those heels up, and take your arms out to shoulder height. Relax through the shoulders. Warrior 2, left knee points straight ahead. Use your breath to help you find that length. Your upper body is right over top of your hips. Check the knee alignment. Knee is pointing straight ahead, not past your toes. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend through the knees and step right to meet left. Shift through the hips. And then I'll come to this side. Left leg, stepping straight back. Bend through the knees and step straight back. Your heel is up to help keep the hips square. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. Exhale, lunge. Get into that deep lunge here. Holding, relaxing through your shoulders. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, take your heel down to the ground, warrior 2. Set yourself up. Checking your knee alignment. Upper body is over top of our lower body, waist, I should say. looking over your middle finger. And then with the inhale, make your way up. Exhale, bend through the knees, and then step left to meet the right. And then shift through the hips. Pyramid will be next. Coming to the top of your mat. Step back with the right foot. Pyramid, the leg distance is not as great. Hands come on top of your hips to help keep the hips square at first. So square your hips, toes all forward. If you find that your hips are square this way, you can turn your back foot out to 45-degree angle. Take your hands behind your back, intertwine your fingers, or hold onto your elbows. You can also do reverse prayer for your mudra. Inhale, small back bend. Front leg is straight or knee bent. Exhale, fold forward. Your gaze, your drishti's at your big toe. Pull the left hip back. Right hip forward. Draw your skin into your muscles into your bones. Be strong. With the next inhale, coming up, small back bend. Exhale, releasing your arms, bending your knees. Take that back leg, lift it off, lift the toes off the ground, straighten the right leg, lift it up, toes down to the ground, into warrior three, holding, and then slowly release, bending the knees, and then come forward, right foot, into the other side. Same thing, pyramid and then warrior three. Bend through the knees, step back with the left foot. Set yourself up. Take the hands behind, hold into the hands or elbows, small back bend. Inhale, draw your heart up. Exhale, fold forward. Right hip coming back, left hip forward. Right leg straight or knee bent. Looking at your big toe. With the inhale breath coming all the way up, small back bend. Exhale, releasing, coming into warrior three. Taking the left foot off the ground, toes point down to the ground, both legs straight because it is stronger. Arms by the sides or arms forward. Lift that leg up higher. And then slowly release, bend through the knees and step to the front. Okay, well done. Come into Tadasana. Take a moment here. Check your stance. Head to toe check. Close your eyes. Resetting here. Then open up your eyes into tree posture. Tree posture, lifting our right foot off the ground first. So lots of versions of tree, having your hips square. You can turn the toes out here, turn the knee out, right knee out. And you can have your toes down to the ground. You can place it onto your inner calf or into the inner thigh. So you place your foot wherever is going to work for you. Take your hands to your heart center. You can grow your tree. You can take your arms apart and take them back to the heart center. And then slowly release and do a little shift through the hips into the other side. Okay, you can take your hands down first. Find where it works for you for placing your foot. Never onto your knee, so never onto any of the joints. Hands come to your heart, and we stand tall. Think about your foundation. Grow the tree if you like with your hands. Sorry. And then they can come up. Your arms can come apart. And then take your hands back to your heart. And then release. Okay, the next one. Feel your foundation. Taking that right foot off the floor, take your knee in towards the chest. Your foot is flexed, and then take your knee out to the side. Mudra, you can take your left arm up and then have your thumb and middle finger touching. And then slowly take your knee back to center, extend your legs straight, and then take your foot down to the ground, shift through the hips. Other side. Feel your foundation. Draw in towards the center midline of your body, and then lift your foot off the ground. Take your knee out to the side, flex your foot, right arm out to the side, middle finger and thumb come together. Your leg could be straight here also, and using your peace fingers to hold onto your big toe. And then take the knee back towards the center and extend your legs straight, and then place the foot down to the ground. Shift through the hips. Okay. For our next postures, we'll take it down to the ground. So coming to the top of your mat, inhale for our Vinyasa Flow Sun Salutation A. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your hands down to the ground, step back with the right foot, left foot, plank, chaturanga, jutting the body forward, lower yourself into the ground, uncurl the toes, inhale, duck dog, exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your knee forward and turn your right knee out to the right wrist. Coming into pigeon. Square your hips. Inhale. Exhale to sleeping pigeon. Let the forehead rest. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, take the knee forward. Turn the left knee out to the left wrist. Pigeon here on the left side. Toes down towards the ground with the right toes to help keep the hips square. You can have something underneath of your left hip like a pillow for support. Exhale, fold forward to sleeping pigeon. Inhale, drawing up. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Bending through the knees, lift your hands, walk your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, one more balance posture, and then we'll take it down to the ground. It's a little cleanse for our pellet, resetting ourselves there. Crossing your right ankle over the left knee. You can hold onto something here also to help you with balance. Coming down to the ground, so bending through the knee, take your right hand, left hand down to the ground, and then just hold here for a moment. Remaining here, or sitting down into more of a squat here. Crossing that ankle over top. You can release one hand, or you can release the other hand, or in the ground, or release both of them. Find that balance. So important to feel our foundation here, so nice and strong. Flex your right foot. And then slowly release, coming out of this posture, coming forward. And then up, nice and strong. Feel your foundation as you come up. And take your hands to your heart center. And release that foot and shift through the legs. Okay, into our other side, cross that ankle. Left ankle over the right knee. And then again, feel your foundation. So feel strong, pull in, and then bend through the knee and come forward with the hands. Remaining here or sitting down, lift your heel off the ground, sitting down into a deeper squat here. Hands by the sides, and then of course you can lift one hand or lift the other hand or both hands. Flexing your left foot, keep holding nice and strong. And then make your way back up. Opposite way of how we got down. Strong through our body as we come up. Take your hands to your heart center. Release your ankle and shift through the feet, through your legs. Okay, making your way down to the ground. Come to the top of your mat. You can do a vinyasa flow, so half of a Sun Salutation, Namaste, or make your way down to the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, hinge the hips, bend through the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back with the right foot, left foot, chaturanga. Fold into the ground. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then when we're at downward facing dog, bend through the knees, walk, step, or jump your feet forward. And then I'll just turn to face you this way on a little bit of an angle. Take your feet, legs both forward here. Ankles, knees, hips in line with one another. Remove the fleshy part from your bottom so you're on your sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. Knees, try with being bent here. Or try with the legs straight with the forward fold. Inhale, draw your arms up overhead. There could also be a blanket underneath your knees. Exhale, folding forward. Let your hands rest at the ankles or holding onto your big toes with your peace fingers or the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Okay, take the legs out into a V. Sitting up nice and tall. Flexible feet. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back. Inhaling, make your way back up. Exhale, release. Okay. Sage pose. Take your right leg and lift it up and over the left leg. Sitting up nice and tall. Take your right hand down to the ground. Draw your heart up. I was waiting for my son to start crying to wake up, and he has. So while you're in this little twist, I'm just gonna go check on my son. So sitting up nice and tall, inhale, exhale, turning towards the right side, looking over your shoulder. Maybe I don't have to go check on him yet. And then slowly release, coming back to the center. And release the right leg. Okay. Take the left leg, cross it over top of the right, sitting up nice and tall. Take the left hand down towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale, rotating to the left side. And then just hold there. I'm just going to check my son. I'll be right back. Slowly release. Okay, making our way down to the ground. You can come down onto the right side and then make your way down to the ground. Roll over to your back. Knees into the chest. Hug. Release. Take your legs up and over to the right side. Arms come in line with your shoulders. Turn your head the opposite way of your legs. And again, I'll be right back. Okay, and slowly releasing. Turn your head back to the center first. And then take your legs up, back to the center, hug. And then take your legs up and over to the left side. Again, the arms are in line with your shoulders. Turn your head opposite way. Close your eyes. Head comes back to the center. Legs come back to the center. Hug your knees. Take the right foot down, left foot down to the ground. Place your hands, palms flat down towards the ground. See if you can touch your heels though first, I should say. So that's the correct distance, your heels away from your bottom. Now arms down to the ground, palms down. Inhale, coming up to bridge. Draw the pelvis up, never looking around, drawing that pelvis up. Walk your arms under your body. Hold on to the hands. Closer your palms are together. The deeper the stretch into your shoulders. Still feeling your foundation through your feet. And then releasing your hands, walk your arms back, and then draw the pelvis down. Take the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Releasing. Take your feet down to the ground. Extend through both of your legs so they're straight. Take your arms up overhead. Open up through your arms in line with your shoulders. And then give yourself a big hug. Open up through your arms. Give yourself a big hug the other way. So cross your arms the other way. And then release. Making our way into Shavasana. The knees can be bent. Knees can be turned out to the side. If the legs are straight, you can take one foot to the right corner of your mat. Take your right foot to the right corner of your mat. Take your left foot to the left corner of your mat. Arms by the sides. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Squeeze your glutes. Let them release. Close your eyes. We'll be in Shavasana for a few minutes. Your eye sockets are heavy. Your lips part. Facial muscles relax. I will call you back when it is time. Slowly starting to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Noticing the surface you're lying on. Shift through the body. Notice how much longer your body is. All the movements that we did tonight, all the different postures, lengthening out our body, finding that strength. Bending through the knees. Take your right arm overhead, roll over to your right side, and then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Hips can be higher than your hamstrings. Relax through the shoulders. Thank you everyone for joining me for our class. Moving forward with strength from the ground up. Namaste.